Check.
Check.
Boom. I think. Okay, we're good. So tell the people who you are.
How's it going? My name's Tyler Gilbert. I'm a comedian here in Austin, Texas, working here at Shakespeare's, the host for the Kill Tony signups.
Shakespeare's. Shout out.
Big shout out.
Okay, so what we've been doing, people have been just telling stories.
Okay.
So if you got any story that you love to tell, we can just tell that, or we can kind of poke around and figure out.
Let's poke around a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the story like if your mom were to say the time that she was maddest at you?
Oh, okay. Let's see here. So my mom's super chill.
Okay.
So when she is mad,
You did something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, there's not that big of a like. She gets mad very quickly over something small.
Sure.
But I remember just one day, we were young. We were messing around the house. She was trying to take pictures of some documents for work, and man, she fucking just threw her heel into the back of the drywall and put a hole in it. And
what do you mean?
Yeah.
She was trying to do bills in her heel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was trying to do some document shit, and we were just running around being assholes, annoying the shit out of her. And she was like, "Stop!" and just put her heel in the back of the wall. That was by far, which is funny because that compares nothing to my dad when he was the maddest.
Yeah.
That was like oven slammed shatter.
Oh shit!
Pull through the microwave door.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but as you grow up, you're like, maybe I was being a little annoying that day.
I do think about specifically tax documents and shit like that. I'm the maddest and the most irrational fucking ever. If I gotta do a document like that, the thought of being around children as I need to get some fucking passport information or something.
Now that I've done taxes, I'm like, oh yeah, no, sorry, mom.
Also, what piece of shit are we that we just we've done taxes now? We get it, Mom.
Yeah, we get. I know your struggle of raising 3 kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay, and then so what about if you were to? What was the maddest your dad ever got?
Oh, that's good. Let's see here. Without getting too dark. Here, you know what? We'll go a little fun here. So, for anyone who doesn't know how many times the Eagles have made it to the playoffs.
Oh, he's a big Eagles fan.
Big Eagles fan.
Oh no, yeah, that's a special type of.
Yes. So So he's from Philadelphia. Okay. So every sports situation that does or doesn't happen.
So last week
is a big deal. That was last week. He doesn't even get so. Now he's old. He's 65. It's not so much mad. He's just so sad.
He's just defeated.
He's so over watching the Eagles lose every year, but. He got 2017 when they won, so he's got nothing to complain about. Yeah.
Was that Donovan McNabb?
No, that was Nick Foles.
Nick Foles, yeah. Right.
Saint Nick came in, saving this great city of Philadelphia.
Okay, so the saddest your dad got was during an Eagles loss?
I would think so, yeah. I would think so.
What is your dad, what kind of things... I have this friend, he's a Bills fan, and every time I watch sports with him, I have to go somewhere else because I'm like, you're not enjoying this.
Yeah.
This is very bad energy, and I don't like being around you. Is he that?
Well, yes. At first, it's fun. The first half of the game, we're having fun. And then it definitely gets to a point where, Monday, quarterback, why'd he fucking throw it to him as if, his old-ass knees are going to get out there and do something more impressive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the funniest story you can think of? Craziest story? I know that's not a great prompt because that's just me saying.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Well, working down here on 6th Street, I've got some pretty good stories.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So I come from a small town in Idaho.
Okay.
So big culture shock. I don't know what kind of fan base I'm talking here to, but here's a funny story.
Anyone who likes stories.
There is a pretty good trans community here, which is great. There was a show at a drag show at Voodoo Donuts.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there, I'm checking IDs, and each ID, I'm looking down to the ground and I'm reading them. And a couple feet back, I see this pair of heels, and I was thinking, those are some big feet in those heels.
Hey.
And then I heard "Hey, brother." And that was a bit of a culture shock, a little bit.
Oh, was this your first introduction to trans people?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Yeah, which is interesting and kind of sad at the same time, but
yeah. I'm trying to think. First introduction to trans people. I think there was somebody in high school, but then there's definitely a lot of people in comedy that were my introduction of there's a couple people that I can think of. Like, I just didn't know what gender they were for a while, and there was just, I won't say their names, but I just called them whatever their name was, and I didn't find out until later, like, oh, that's trans.
Oh, dude, I followed a dude to the bathroom the other day. I was
yeah?
I don't know. I was like, I gotta know. I know this guy too well to not know what he,
Sure. And which bathroom did
he
they
went into
select?
the men's bathroom.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, where are you from?
I'm from Simi Valley, California.
Okay, gotcha.
It's 30 miles out of LA. And I went to school in Arizona, lived in Minnesota for a while, did Ecuador for a while, DC.
So you've been all over. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm from LA originally. That's
Where
where I
in
was
LA?
born. Valencia.
Okay, word. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Simi Valley. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's not that far.
Yeah, and then the family moved up to Idaho, trying to have more of a peaceful,
Yeah.
affordable kind of living to raise the kids. And it was great, man. Idaho's fantastic.
What is a story that you can think of that best represents living in Idaho?
Easy. Every year for New Year's, some cities have a ball drop or whatever. We have a potato drop.
Wait, like one single potato or like
One
a bunch?
single potato. It's ginormous. It's about, I don't know, 10 feet by 6
Oh,
feet.
shit.
It's a giant fucking potato.
Paper mache or
yeah,
like,
something. I don't
okay.
know. And that's the drop for New Year's. That's how Idahoans do it.
Damn, that's just your small town, or is this like a big?
That's the Boise.
That's in Boise.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
That's the only city I know.
Yeah, that's all right. So that's where I was living for the last couple of years. The
Okay.
big city, as we say.
How big is Boise?
200,000 people.
Oh shit, it's like super small.
It's super small.
I
yeah.
always figured it had to be like kind of big. Did you go to school there?
Yeah. So I went to high school just a couple minutes outside of Boise, and then I went to CWI, College of Western Idaho, for a little bit. But
Cool.
a lot of friends that went to Boise State. Go Blue. We got that blue field. I don't know if you're familiar.
I am familiar with that.
It's pretty atrocious,
It
but I
is.
like it.
It is. Yeah. I mean, okay. So, and what we're kind of doing with this podcast, we're trying to get as many stories from people. So, like, if there was a story, like, the idea is kind of like, oh, everybody's got like a story to tell, kind of a thing. Like, do you have a
Okay.
story that you feel represents you, or that you would be like, oh, I wish that somebody knew this story about me?
Yeah. Let's see here. So, not too long ago, my life was going pretty good.
Okay.
I was EMT for a while on an ambulance. I was a firefighter. I was on a hot shot crew as a wildland firefighter.
Okay.
And then-
What is the hot shot?
So a hot shot is kind of like the first, I don't want to brag, but it's like the best trained,
Okay.
best fit guys. They go in first, come out last kind of thing. I was super stoked to get the opportunity, and I started having seizures,
Oh shit.
which is crazy. I've never had one in my life. I had 2 back-to-back within like a month, and I got let go from the job, obviously.
Damn.
Safety hazard.
Yeah.
And I was like, my life is such a joke. I should go be a comedian. I guess if anyone's ever like wondering how people get down here to Austin to start comedy, it's cool knowing everyone's got their own story. So for me, I lost my job and I was like, damn it. And I remember being like almost bummed because I had no excuses to not pursue this anymore.
Sure.
So I was like, this is it. This is the time. This is when we're going to go do this. So.
And are you still epileptic?
Technically, yes, but I haven't had one since. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I've got to think fire is also, it would trigger it, right?
Right? So, along with the stress and the physical activity involved in
fuck, that's
it.
tough.
So, yeah, lots of tests. Never really figured out what it was, but.
Yeah, my thing, I actually been talking about it on stage, but I had a company in New York for 6 years, and it was all to help people. We were doing like a lot of fundraising work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I brought on a friend who had borderline personality disorder, and the short version of the story is she had a manic episode. She destroyed the whole company and extorted me for a bunch of money.
Damn.
And then,
So I have a solid excuse for if I want to go fuck over some businesses. All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, wait, not my business.
Okay.
Because I already did it. I already paid my nickel. But then it was pretty much I didn't have anything anymore. And then I was in a really bad place because when a good friend betrays you, and then it's like a company that you've been building for 6 years, and it was all to like help people. I got my own master's in this topic to like specifically try to help people with business, and so I was in a really bad spot for a while, and I didn't do comedy for a while, and it takes a lot to get the momentum back on New York comedy.
Absolutely.
And so I just kind of was like, all right, well, let's press pause and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I was about to make a TV show, and so that wasn't going to happen until the beginning of this year. And so I came here to pause, and then the writer's strike happened, and now I'm just kicking it in Austin.
Awesome. Austin is the shit. Since I've been here, I've had a great time. All the comedians here are great. Everyone here is super helpful. I love being here.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, where can the people find you? I know you said it up top, but give it again.
Tyler Gilbert, Instagram, t.gilbs, Gilbs. Give me a follow. Thanks, guys.
Booyaka. Okay, cool.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You.